told my mom since our dog chewed up my shoes, so I had my mom buy me fake Yeezys.
You asked your mom.
And then buy me a fake black.
You asked your mom. You didn't have her do it.
And then I got a rose gold necklace, well, technically a chain, with a cross on it, and it has Jesus on it.
Okay.
And my mom's wanting to go to Walmart, so I might go with her to find me Husky stuff.
How'd she get into Walmart?
Probably my brother. Do you see my hoodie that I got?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a hat I got for Christmas.
From the site that
I'm gonna hit you right back.
In the NFL, we are inside
Alright.
Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Oh,
He's up across the 25
yeah,
and
wait.
down at the 28-yard.
Man, I'm not doing no friendly quick. Huh? Nah. I'm streaming this game on YouTube. Yeah, shit, it's a game. You don't get a win and I don't get a win. That's what we playing for, wins, right?
The first carry down, this is Williams. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races.
Hold on to that ball next time.
They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, it's Williams. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the out. Hey, switch gears.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Oh,
Mahomes
shit.
firing complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-7. Now after the the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass.
Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, he went with that wildcat.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 51 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On first down, Mahomes dancing to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Give him 30 yards there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16.
Let's go,
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Come on,
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit.
Good job, Jones.
He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. Despite the lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Buying time to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly
Oh, good shit. That motherfucker healed. Man.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Tyreek Hill,
78 yards.
Motherfucker Jones,
and the
slow
Chiefs
as
are able
fuck.
to cut into this lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything
He
possible
ran,
to
he
get
ran.
him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, CD, at the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well. And you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so. And I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to NFL honors right before the Super Bowl. He's going to sweep all of those, and he deserves it. Carried that team throughout the season and got better in their bigger games.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right there, 54 Mike. You.
If you don't know me, you better not fumble. Get out of there. Woo! Oh, yeah. God damn.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open.
I need to stay off my phone.
Once his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Motherfucker up.
On 1st down, it's Williams. The linebacker Anthony Hitchens there on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Fuck you,
He is
Jones.
in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
You don't know me.
And he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally
The honey badger.
coverage. This time a sack.
God
I don't think
damn.
that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
Whatever it takes.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
That motherfucker.
And
Oh,
following that long
okay.
touchdown pass, a
Yeah, Wildcat again, huh?
last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready.
This motherfucker is too motherfucking fast.
Been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work
There's
on.
no way.
To make sure that
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards.
I got something for that ass next time.
Back within a single score.
I got something for you next time, buddy.
75 yards to the house.
That motherfucker took
Rarely
bro.
is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Mahomes gonna
Get him, Jones.
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So
Man, that shit made it a 6-point game now. Oh, shit.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins.
Come on, Watkins. Shit. I
There,
do
that
too.
sets him up
Good.
for the third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Oh, nigga.
Yeah, Williams is going to be
Nah, fuck.
He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
53,
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
Motherfucking Jones.
He's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over.
No.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by one.
This slow mother, man, all these fat
He's
motherfuckers.
free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score.
Fat ass niggas, man, can't remember shit.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Oski.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go.
Oh, damn, he was cut. Boom.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out
That
of
nigga
bounds.
humble the motherfucking ball. He get hit.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll hit Watkins on the
block.
route.
Good block.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I ski.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check. Press.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep.
Run to the ball.
He in there. Come
It's
on.
a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move. And
You did stop me tough.
It can get out in front
Try
of
that
the
again.
play.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Forgot about this one.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because
They're
this
blocking.
amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. That is a dangerous combination right there, as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number
Mahomes
of
to
ways
Hill,
that they are
yeah.
dangerous. Because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we see here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone.
I wasn't expecting this to be an easy game.
And either way, good luck.
Yeah.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is through at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range.
No, wrong play.
See if they can do just
Shit, come
that.
on. Dude, I need to take some long with this.
Check. Check. 53, Mike. He can't hang.
To throw is Mahomes. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
I should have used that timeout when I had it.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Mike, nice, sweetheart.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
This motherfucker back out of
Tight
OT.
fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
On overtime, y'all.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score.
What the
wins
fuck,
game.
really?
So a tie ball game
This
here
weak
as
ass
the
kick they
kicks
get.
away.
Oh,
This will be taken very short.
okay.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 56.
First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Ready? Bravo! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Come on. 57. 56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
Yeah.
This is incomplete.
Woo!
Looked like he had it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
check three. 49, check right.
On first down, it's Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. What can Mahomes do now with his
God
overtime
dang it.
drive? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Terrell Suggs. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. And this will be
Good game, man.
touchdown. They needed overtime to get it
Good
done.
game.
Put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one.
There you go. Overtime win for your boy. Let's go.
Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles.